welcome. Today I'm gonna show you how I make my tomatoes, my gravy base. So share the life. Thanks for joining. Alright, so hanging tight. I'm gonna show you how I make my gravy base. And you can do that in your home too, because it's pretty simple. If you have not had African gravy, well, let's say Liberian gravy, I'm gonna show you how to make the base, and then you can try that in your own home with your family and see if you like it. It's always never wrong to try new things. All right, so I'm excited. I'm gonna show you how from beginning to the end. Don't go anywhere. All right, I'm gonna get all my recipe, all my ingredients together, and then we're gonna do this together. All right, so hanging tight. Get all the ingredients. And this gravy base, one good thing about this gravy base, you can use this gravy base over and over, because you can keep it in your refrigerator, in your frozen part of the refrigerator, and you can use it anytime. It will last you for the longest. Just depends on how many people you have in your family, or how much you need for a family. We don't have time to cook every day, so when you have time, you cook. And when you cook, you don't have to work too hard cooking. And so I want to show you how I do it. I think it'll be fun if you try it too. So you want to have bell pepper. Now I get the red bell pepper. The green bell pepper is okay too, but it just look too green. I mean, it's just me though. It's just me. You could use whatever peppers you like. But I think the red, yellow bell pepper makes it look pretty. So you want to get your yellow. For me, I have some green bell pepper here, but I have more red. And so the red is going to overpower the green. So it won't show that much. So you want to have enough peppers depending on how much you get to spend. For me, I got these peppers for free. Yes, I did. I don't have much to spend. I'm broke. So I got this for free, and I got these onions for free. And it's been laying down here, and I don't want it to go bad. So this is what you do if you don't want your onions, your bell peppers, your tomatoes to go bad, or even your garlic to go bad. You can make a gravy base for yourself. So for my gravy base, I have green onions. I think I have about not green onions, sorry, your bell peppers. This is the bell pepper. The first thing you want to do when you get this bell pepper, you want to wash them. And then just let it stay until you're ready. So I got my bell pepper, and then I also have my onions. So I have about 4 onions here, and then I have my Ajinomoto. If you don't know what Ajinomoto is, they do have it in the Chinese store, the Asian store. It's just like the umami. English is in something like this. Now this is the key ingredients for my gravy base. For my gravy base, if you want to do it my way. Now you don't have to use it if you don't like it, but this is the key ingredients. Okay, then I also have my seasoned salt. It's pink salt, because I don't eat salt, So I try to, just replace it or some kind of way, just so I can have something salty, something that tastes like salt in my food. Since I don't eat salt, I use whatever I can. But if you can eat salt, use salt. All right. So I have my, I would say salt, because it is salt, kind of pink salt, pink seasoning salt. So yeah. And I have to have garlic, right? Not garlic, but ginger. So I have the ginger powder. I have my paprika. I have my garlic powder. And I have my ground pepper. Now, if you're somebody don't like spice, too much of spice, don't worry about the spice. Do something else. Replace it with something else. Like me, I don't eat salt, but I eat all seasoning salt, pink salt. Yeah. So you want to have all that. So I have one more ingredient that I almost forgot. So I have my ground ginger powder, and I'm going to use my ginger root. You could use whatever amount that you like. That the flavor, it depends on your taste buck, whatever it is. All right. So I'm going to get the final recipe. The final ingredients, not recipe. Now I like to use this sometimes, the sesame oil. And if I don't have the sesame oil, I use olive oil. And if I don't have olive oil, I use just regular vegetable oil. But today I have the sesame oil, so that's what I'm going to use. So let's get to work. Now I hope you have your pen and your papers, okay, to write everything down. If you have any question, please feel free to ask me, okay? All right. I got my blender here ready to do the job. This lime is old. It gotta go. I've been having it in my refrigerator forever. I use the lime to make juice. Sometimes when I make orange juice, I like to put some lime, squeeze some lime and lemon in there in all my juice when I make them before I drink them. I like to squeeze lemon or orange juice in my juice when I make them. And then I use the lime peel. Like I always told everybody, don't throw your lime peel away. Just put your lime peel in your garbage disposal. Let the water run and turn it on. It kills all that jam and everything that's in your thing, and it makes it smell good too. That's what I'm gonna do right now. So let's start this process, shall we? Trying to see how I can get you guys to see me, my beautiful face. Get a knife. And I'm just gonna cut my, oh no, this blender is blocking the way. You can't see me, it's taking a view. So I'm gonna cut and drop it in the blender, okay? So remember, you have to wash this first, okay? Because you don't know where all it passed and where all it been. So you want to wash it. That's it. If you want to cut it smaller, that's fine too. So you can have more in the blender at a time. Oh, I dropped one. Drop it in my blender here. I know you can't see my blender because I want you to see my pretty face. And that's what I'm gonna do. Also, you can add tomatoes in here too. I don't have tomatoes today. I use the tomato from my garden. In my garden, I don't have any tomatoes in my garden. So I don't know. Maybe I should go check. Maybe I do have some tomatoes in my garden. Let's go check and see. I think I have. Maybe I might have 1 or 2 red tomatoes. But you can use up to 5 tomatoes for your thing, for your tomato base, because it's not gonna be used for just one day. You're gonna use it over and over. Once you make that base, you know, you can always go in your refrigerator and get well, my tomato here is you can see I picked the last one the other day. This one is barely red. I think that's all I got, guys. Oh, look at my pumpkin. And you can also use green onion too. Oh, sorry. And the list goes on. The list goes on. I got green onions. Yeah, green onions. Yeah. All right. I mean, the more flavor you get, the more it's better. So whatever flavor you have around, you can use it. You can even use basil too. If you have the basil paste or you just have the regular basil, you can use it too. It just gives your tomatoes, your gravy base so much flavor. So yeah. All right. But if you don't have all these, it's okay. You just use what you have, and that's what I'm doing. I'm using what I have. That's what really counts. I'll get some light in here. Okay, so I got this from my garden. I got this little tomato from my garden. I'm just gonna rinse it really quick. All right, so I add 2 more to the ingredients. 2 more flavors. I wish I do have basil here, fresh basil that I keep right on my window here, but I think my basil is kind of really old. I might take a few leaves out. So you can add basil, you can add tomatoes, you can add cilantro. What is it called? Cilantro? It doesn't know my name either. All right. So I have just this 1 tomato, pretty little tomato. I'm gonna drop it in right now. All right. Man, the flavor that this thing gives when you make your gravy is out of this world. If you get more flavor, you add in more flavors. Jeez, it's so good. I love flavors. Love to put flavors together. And then you color mine. Look, the green onion was so old until it started to grow flower on top of it. I'm putting my green onion. So remember everything that I'm putting in here, and you can also add in other stuff too. Okay? The more the flavor, the better. Okay? Drop. Okay. And then I don't know if my garlic is still good, but I've been having it in my refrigerator for a while now. So And if you want to make this and you missed the recipe, just go back and watch the live, okay? So you want to put in all your vegetable first before you start with your spice, because the spice, they are just like dust, and it's easy to just put on, you know. The vegetable, you have to like make them fit in the blender depending on the size of your blender. You want to have all your vegetable in first, and that's what I'm doing right now. So I added in my green onion, I added in my tomatoes, I added in my peppers, and now I'm adding in my garlic. Now let me tell you about garlic. It's really good for the body also, okay? But you don't want to put too much garlic, because if you put too much garlic, whatever you're making, it gets bitter. That's the secret. If you don't know, now you know. It gets bitter if you make too much of that. If you put too much of garlic in what you're making, whatever it is you're making, don't do too much garlic. You have to know just right. So I put like three big, one whole clove of garlic. This is frozen, but this Magic Ninja blender is good. It can overpower anything. So I have right now, I have a lot in here, and so I want to bring this down. I want to bring this down so I can add in more. So I'm gonna put my lid. I'm gonna put my lid on. And blend it down. Oh, and move out. I'm gonna set this aside. I need to clean up this mess. All right, so let's continue. So that's down. Remember, I have not added any spice in there yet. I want to get all my vegetable in before I start with adding spice. And so I don't want to go get sick on TV again. I don't know why I've been getting sick these few days. I don't know why. I'm on top of the game with my medications, but for some reason, I don't know why. I keep getting sick. I would just start to feel really dizzy and drowsy, and then get really weak, and then I can't stand up, and I have to sit down. All right, I should get me a glass of orange juice to drink. I think when I'm in motion, when my body is in motion, then but when I'm sitting down, just not doing anything, then I'm okay. So gonna go get me some orange juice. I'll be right back. Not orange juice, but apple juice. I don't have orange juice today. I do have apple juice, and it is what it is. So this is good. When you're drinking juice, when you add some lemon in there, it's good. The lemon is actually good for the body. I heard that it can help you lose weight too, the lemon. Okay, let's continue. I'm just gonna cut and put it aside because I'm gonna be dropping it in the blender as I blend, because I don't want to do 2 times. Just want to do one, and when I'm done with this, I will bag them. Like if you have like those storage jar, you can store it in a jar too. Walmart has those jar, those smaller storage jar. You just store it in a jar and make sure you pour some vegetable oil on it. The ones that you will put vegetable oil on or olive oil on, you can keep it in your refrigerator itself. It won't go bad. It will be there for like up to 3 months. It will not go bad. Just make sure the oil is on top. And then the one that you put in your freezer, you don't have to put oil on them. And I will say, just put enough for 1 meal in a container. If you're gonna use it, you just use the whole thing and don't have to like keep it again. Especially the ones that will be frozen. Those ones that will be frozen, I don't think you should put it in a container. I think you should put it in a Ziploc bag or something. And that's what I'm gonna do today, because I'm gonna be freezing most of them, maybe all of them. Yeah, this is how I do my base for my gravy. Especially when I get the ingredients free, I just do them and put them away. And whenever I want to eat gravy, and also too, you can also make it in soup, like the pepper soup that if you've been following me, you will know what it is. You can even make that put 1 pack of it in a pot, pour water over it and add in your meat and let it boil. That's pepper soup right there. Even when you're cooking things like potato greens or cassava leaf, you can also just put 1 pack of this your base, and it just brings a lot of flavor to the food. It's really that good and very simple. All right, I think I'm kind of done with the thing here. If you don't like too much of pepper, you can throw these away, the butt ends, because that's where the heat is. For me, I really don't care. I use it if I want to, and if I don't want to, I don't use it, because I like spice. Now let's get to the onion. Thanks for joining. Hey, Tony. Hi. Oh, this onion's gonna make me cry every single time. Makes me cry. It's easier when you put it in a Ziploc bag and freeze it. Because then when you want to use it, you just let the water from the sink run on the bag and then put it in the pot. Like, you can eat it with soup. Like, those of you who don't know African food, you can also eat this with soup. Any kind of soup. Just put 1 pack of it in a pot. Pour water in there. Put in your already seasoned meat. And let it boil. That's soup right there. So I can use it for anything. Anything. Any soup I'm making. This is a very good base for any soup. Or stew, as we call it here. In Liberia, we call this soup. I don't know how long I can manage with this onion. It's making me cry. Hey, Edith. What's up? Woo. There you are. I'm speaking my language. Okay. Oh, la la. This is the last onion. I can't handle onion. Jeez. Yeah. Oh, Debbie. Don't throw this away. It's good. Seriously, I'm crying. I heard that when you put the onion in your refrigerator, it helps to not burn your eyes. Because my eyes are burning. Like, I'm crying. And I heard another thing again about onion. Maybe, oh my gosh. It's burning me, yo. I'm telling you, this is not funny. It's burning. If you have any suggestion, please Send me send it to me right now. I don't know everything. I'm not a superwoman. But I struggle with onions, and I love onions, but the way it treats me, it's not fair. Alright. Oh, my son, so he can open this window for me. I need some air coming in here. But that's it for the onions. I am not doing it. Make sure you use full onions, but good luck. If you don't want to cry like me, try to find some kind of remedy. I don't know what it's gonna be, but alright. So I have everything here. Oh, I have one more tomatoes. Hey, it's from my garden. Yeah. I feel like I should eat these tomatoes to help cool the burns from the onion. Yeah. You can wash. You talking about the onions? If you're talking about the onion, yes, you can wash the onion, but it doesn't kill. It doesn't kill the Oh, the burn. It doesn't stop the burn. I've tried all that, and I also heard that if you put it in cold water, it helps with the burn. No, I tried that. Never worked. It never worked. I tried all that. That's why I don't like onions. I like to eat it, but it makes me cry, and it burns my eyes like hell. Alright. Every single time. Now I'm gonna use this much, and if I need more, I will add more. But I'm gonna use this much. So you can use as much as you want, because the more you have, the more you can store and keep in your refrigerator in the frozen part, and use it for any soup you make. You can use it for it could be the base for your soup, and you can just use it just like that and make stew. So yeah, it's really good. It's really good. All right. All right. I'm trying to see if I can get you to see the blender while I'm blending it. All right, I think you can see it, because I want you to see me too. All right. I'm gonna add in my ingredient, my stuff, my vegetable first, and then I will add in all my spice later. I may just have to go 2 rounds. I didn't want to do that. I'm lazy today. So I want to add in my sesame oil. This is about half cup of sesame oil. Since I'm gonna go maybe one more round, I'm just gonna do half of this bottle. So for the next round, you can have this half. I'm gonna add in my paprika, 2 tablespoons of paprika. Okay, trust me, it works every time. I don't do the measurement. I can just imagine it in my head. I never make mistake when I do it. People ask me, how do you know? I'm like, I just know. I don't know, I just know. And my garlic powder, 2 tablespoons. So if you have a blender like this, that's what you want to use, because you want to make enough at a time. You don't make it smaller amount. It just takes so long. Hey, Caroline. And then I'm gonna add in my black pepper, 2 tablespoons. This is a lot of tomatoes, pepper, onions, beans in here, so you want to have enough that when you're cooking, then you don't have to use too much of seasoning, because the base is already seasoned. The only thing you will need to do is season your meats. So I'm going to add in my pink salt, 2 tablespoons pink salt. Remember, I already added my clove root, ginger root. So now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of ginger powder. The ginger, only thing the ginger does to me is makes me sneeze. But like I said, yeah, it makes me sneeze. And I can handle the sneezing part, but the onion part, I can't handle the onion. And then last but not least, Ajinomoto. You sell it in the Chinese store, in the Asian store. 2 tablespoons of Ajinomoto. All right. So I added in everything. I'm gonna blend put in some vegetable. I'm trying not to go for 2 rounds, but I guess I will have to anyways. Put some onions in. All right. That's ready. You don't want to over blend it. You want to leave some chunk in there. Okay, let's see if I like the taste. That's one thing. It all comes down to your taste bud. If you don't like how it tastes, add in more spice. I don't like how it tastes. I'm gonna add in more spice. I can still taste the ginger in there, and the onion and the garlic. I'm gonna add in chicken flavor base, about 1/4 cup. I hope you are writing this down. 1/4 cup of chicken flavor base. Now that's my last option. And so you should have your last option too. You need to have a taste that you like. You can get that taste out of it, then you're all good. So I'm gonna add some oil in here again. Try not to do. Okay. I wish everything would just fit in one thing, you know. Then it's easier to season. Can you imagine all that spice I put in? It still doesn't taste right to me. So let's blend it again and see. Alright, let's give it another try. I think I'm gonna taste the one that's inside instead of the one that's on its top. Let me tell you about this base. When you make them, do not use any dirty spoon whatsoever in here. Because I don't care what you do. If you use dirty spoon, your whole base will go bad in less than a week. Don't want to use any dirty spoon. You want everything to be clean every time. And that's why I say it would be better that you put it in a Ziploc bag. And then when you want to use it, you just use the whole thing. Alright, let's see. Now, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you want it to taste when you make it. All the flavor is just like bursting in my mouth. It's so good. So I know that my base here is super good. So I'm going to put it in a bowl here. Everything you use has to be clean. Don't hesitate. It has to be clean. Everything. All right. Going to the second round. So this, see how it is? It's a little bit chunky. It's not too watery. It's not too thick. It's just right. That's how you want it to be. Let's go for the next round. Final round, hopefully. And remember, 2 tablespoons of everything. We will go over this again so you remember. Okay? Yeah, I think that will work. I might like get one more because I still have more peppers, so I might just put more peppers in it. So olive oil, vegetable oil, or sesame oil. 1/4 cup. I put in all my sesame oil. Okay. Oh, that's so good. So good. Put in my 2 tablespoons of ginger. And I'm going to add my ginger root too. Drink more juice. Sorry if I haven't been answering your question. Hey, Nancy. Hey, what's up, Annie? You see if I missed any question. I'm sorry because I'm busy talking. All right. don't think I missed any question though. And if I miss your question, you can ask me again, okay? Please, because it's a long list. Please ask me again. I will pay attention this time. I'll be looking up now. This is my ginger. I'm gonna put one chunk of this. And you can put as much ginger you want, just depending on your taste. But I will say this over and over. Might get tired of hearing it from me. Alright, I got my oil in. I'm gonna put in my 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. I already put in my ginger powder. I'm gonna put in my 2 tablespoons of paprika. And I'm gonna put in my 2 tablespoons of ground black pepper. I think it's just the last of it. And if you don't like pepper, you don't need this black pepper, okay? I'm gonna put in my 2 tablespoons of pink salt. All right. And my 2 tablespoons of Ajinomoto. Ajinomoto. And since I did not like the first flavor, I went ahead and I added in this chicken flavor. So that's what I'm going to add in now to this one. Because I have learned a new thing. Right? So 2 tablespoons of this chicken base. Chicken soup base. Alright. And then I'm going to cover it up. Alright. Close your ears. I think it's ready. This one is a little bit not enough like the first one. So I'm thinking I should add more pepper. Because remember the first one went all the way up to here. So I'm thinking let's add in more peppers. Because I do have more peppers. Alright. Let's add in more peppers. think I have more onions in this one than the first one. But it's okay because I'm gonna just mix everything up together. So yeah, let's see. All right, I'm gonna give you a taste. Look, this is so good. You can just like spray over you can even spread this over a barbecue chicken or barbecue meat or barbecue fish, just like this. You don't even have to cook it. I mean, it's fresh vegetable. What's the point of cooking it? It's healthy. You got me there. It's good. So remember, add in 1/4 cup of this chicken flavor bouillon, okay? Or soup. It's a soup based mist. So this is from the ginger. All right, empty it in here. All right. All right, so the next thing you want to do after you do this, you want to put everything in a Ziploc bag or sizable Ziploc bag, the one that you know you would take out of your refrigerator and just use it right away. You don't want to use it and then put it back. Yeah, you want to use a Ziploc bag that you know you will use right away. You use it, you throw the bag away. That's the kind of Ziploc bag you want. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do mine here. And then hopefully it can help you when you're doing yours. Like I said, you can use this recipe to put on your barbecue. You can use it to put on your chicken, your barbecue fish, your barbecue meat, anything. And always clean up after yourself. It makes the day go easier. At least for me. Alright. So I'm gonna get my Ziploc bag and I'm gonna put it in my Ziploc bag and put it in my refrigerator. Not in my refrigerator, but in the freezer part of my refrigerator. Hi Sarah, thanks for joining. Hey Tonya, thanks for joining. Hey Ralph, you're welcome. Thanks for joining. If I don't pronounce your name, that means I don't know how to. But I see you. Alright, let's clear this space. Put everything back to where I took them from. It just makes it easier. All right. Get my dipper spoon. Got my dipper spoon. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. I'm just mixing it up so they all have the same flavor. There you go. If you are having a party, this can feed up to 15 people. Yeah, or more. I'm telling you. This is good for your soup base. Okay. So let's get this Ziploc bag. So this is the size of Ziploc bag. Is a 2-quart box. 2-quart. What that means? 96 bags. 2.48. Jeez. You know what, guys? It's 20 cm times 14.9 cm. So 4.7. I don't know what that means. Alright. I'm just going to show you the size. Jeez. Why do they make things so hard for people? So this is the size of the Ziploc bag that you want to get. So once you use this, you don't put it back in the refrigerator. Okay? Because if you do that, you might just spoil your food. If you put this in the freezer, you can keep this for months. I'm telling you, months. 6 months to a year. And there'll be nothing wrong with it as long as you don't mess with it. Now, if you want to cook this tomorrow, today, you take it out of the freezer and put it in the refrigerator refrigerator. Or you can take it out the same day and let water run over it, warm water run over it, and you can eat it and cook it. But I think the best way is to take it out of the refrigerator tonight, out of the freezer tonight, put it in the refrigerator, and then tomorrow morning you take it out and put it out in the kitchen sink and let the water run on it. If you want it to be like soupy before you make your sauce. But if you don't want it to be soupy and you don't really mind, like me, I would just take it from in the freezer, put it in my kitchen sink and let water run on it. And then hey Jen, hi, how are you? Thanks for joining. Hey Javi. But it's better to keep in the frozen part of the freezer. Now let's get dirty. And I think about 3 scoops is just good. Yeah, just like that. And it also depends on how many people you have in your family too. You know, just do like that. If you have more people in your family, you could do 6 scoops, 10 scoops, or 4 of these bags. Just depends, all right? Don't worry yourself. These are little things to worry about. There are way better things that we can worry about than this, all right? Try not to make too much mess. Make sure my hands are clean. I'm not sure if I lick my fingers. All right. Now, if you're making this with soup, the only thing you need to do is have all your meat steam. I always tell people, don't put too much water in your meat. It just makes it so sucky. Is that the right way to say it? Just get your meat, wash your meat under the sink, and put it in the pot and put your spice in it and put it on low heat. My low heat here is 5. You put it on low heat. That meat will steam good. And you will see the meat will start to, after the meat, first thing meat will do is produce its own water. And then the second thing, when that water dries up, it starts to produce oil. Sometimes it gives you so much oil, you don't even have to use oil for your dish. Sometimes you might have to like take some of the oil off. And that's how I learned how to cook. Everybody don't have the same way of cooking, but this is a little tip, okay? All right, 3 bags. So that will last me. And whenever I cook, I will use it. And I have a really good base for my soup or stew. And like I said, you can also use this on your barbecue chicken, barbecue fish. And you can have it. You can, when you even making like those of you who like to make chili beans chili. How do they call it? Chili beans? Yeah. Hey, what's up? I see you. Just don't know your name. How to pronounce it. When you making your chili, baked beans or something like that. This is a very good base for your baked beans or chili. Once you put this in your chili, you don't have anything much to put in. That's it. Case closed. It's that good. This is so good. You have so much flavors in here. So much flavor. So you don't even need anything more. Alright. That's done. That's the last one. Now I can lick my hand. Oh, this is so good. Now don't eat too much now, Linda, before your tummy hurts. Now it's a little bit spicy because the pepper is spicy. You know that, right? So I was able to get at least 3 full bags. And maybe if I want to cook a little more, I can add this little one on here. And this is how it turned out to be, guys. This is your base. For anything, any stew you want to make, this is your base. You can use it for anything. So right now, I'm going to go and put it in my freezer. All right? Freezer. I'm going to put it in my freezer. Whenever I cook, you can also season your meat, your chicken, and your fish with this. Now, if you have it in your freezer and you want to season your meat and your chicken and fish with this, you need to get it out of the freezer, set it aside in your kitchen sink and let put some water in a bowl and let it stay in the cold water. You want to keep it cold while it's out, out there. And then it will all turn back into this soft yumminess. And then you can use it to season your chicken or your meat or your turkey, whatever you're making. This is a really, really good base. If you do exactly what I did, you would not regret this. You'll be a happy camper. And I'm just going to keep it in here. Now, let me give you the second option for storing. If you want to store this in the refrigerator section, you want to put it in a jar with lid. I'll show you an example. All right. So if I wanted to keep it in my refrigerator instead of putting it in the freezer, I want to have something like this. I think I should do that. Maybe do two of it, one and the other half, so you can see what I'm really talking about. All right. So if I want to keep it in my refrigerator, this is how I do it. If I want to keep it in my refrigerator. Make sure it's clean, very clean. And when you wash your what are these? When you wash this, make sure it's dry before you put it away. Dry it with some kind of dry cloth or paper towel or whatever you have with you before you put it away. And when you put it away, cover it up because it keeps all the dirt away. All right? No dust whatsoever, nothing. So you're gonna put it in here. I just want to show you, just in case you want to do this and you're thinking, what the hell did Linda say? That girl, I don't understand a word she says. What did she say? All right. You put it in here like this, and then you get your vegetable oil or olive oil for the top. And that's what I'm going to get right now. So I do have a little bit of olive oil here that I'm going to use. So all I'm going to do is just pour it in here. And you have to make sure that the oil that you put in here cover it all. If you leave one spot out that there is no oil in, you're going to mess this whole thing up. And then all your hard work will go in vain. So you see how I put the olive oil in? It's all covered up. It's like the thing is right there, and then the oil is up to here. Now, if you use this, please use clean spoon. Don't say Linda didn't do it right, because if you don't do it right, your food will go bad. Before you use this, make sure you have very clean spoon. And when you're done, make sure you add in more oil to cover up. Remember that it's a very important information that you need to keep at the back of your head. And then you close this up and put it in your refrigerator, and that's it. Make sure you close it up tight. Well, I need to make sure I'm closing it up tight. You will hear that sound. Sealed up tight. And then you can put this in your refrigerator. Not in the frozen section, yo. In the refrigerator itself. You put it here. And don't worry about it. It's all good. And there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoy this little session. potato session. Don't mind me. And if you have any question, guys, please, I'm just one text away. Just text me and I will be here to answer all your questions, okay? And I want you to know that I appreciate you. Thank you for always coming on. Please like and share, guys. If you're on there, go ahead and like. Okay? What's wrong with you guys? You don't like me anymore? Like, and share. That shows support too. And I will see you in my next live, okay? You enjoyed the show, Monica? I'm glad you did. I appreciate that. And if you want to make this, make it. You can use it for anything. And if you have any question, you know how to find me. I love you and I always have fun with you guys. I will see you in my next live. Okay, guys? Bye.